The story of Abigail is found in 1 Samuel 25 in the Old Testament. Abigail is an example of a wise and beautiful woman who became the wife of King David after a series of events involving her first husband, Nabal. Nabal was a very wealthy man living in Maon, with his business in Carmel. He owned 3,000 sheep and 1,000 goats, indicating significant wealth and social standing in the community. The name Nabal itself means fool or senseless in Hebrew, which is reflective of his character. He is described as harsh and badly behaved. His actions throughout the story consistently showed arrogance, rudeness, and a lack of wisdom. When David sent 10 young men to Nabal during the shearing season, a time of festivity and generosity, they greeted Nabal politely and requested provisions. David's men emphasized the protection they had provided to Nabal's shepherds and flocks in the wilderness. Despite this, Nabal responded with contempt. He questioned David's identity and legitimacy, referring to him dismissively as a runaway servant. Nabal's words were not only disrespectful, but also showed a lack of gratitude and social awareness. Who is David? Who is the son of Jesse? Many servants are breaking away from their masters these days. Why should I take my bread and water and the meat I have slaughtered for my shearers and give it to men coming from who knows where? Nabal's refusal was not just a personal insult to David, but a breach of the cultural expectations of hospitality and reciprocity, especially given that David's men had safeguarded his assets. When Abigail, his wife, intervened without his knowledge to appease David and prevent the impending attack, she acted with wisdom and diplomacy. Afterward, when she informed Nabal about her actions, he was holding a feast like that of a king and was very drunk. The next morning, when Abigail told him what she had done, Nabal's reaction was extreme. The Bible describes it as follows: "His heart failed him, and he became like a stone." About 10 days later, the Lord struck Nabal, and he died. This indicates that Nabal either had a stroke or some other severe medical episode due to shock and rage upon learning of Abigail's actions. Nabal's character is a stark contrast to the wisdom and foresight displayed by Abigail. His foolishness, lack of hospitality, and arrogance directly led to his downfall. Nabal's actions and personality serve as a foil to Abigail's wisdom and grace. While Nabal's foolishness nearly brings disaster upon his household, Abigail's prudence and humility save it. This contrast underscores the themes of wisdom and divine justice in the narrative. When Abigail was informed by one of her servants about Nabal's rude dismissal of David's request and the impending danger posed by David and his men, she acted swiftly and decisively. Recognizing the gravity of the situation, she did not hesitate or consult with her husband, understanding that urgent action was necessary to prevent disaster. The servant's words highlighted David's protection over Nabal's men and flocks and the imminent threat. Abigail quickly gathered a substantial amount of food and supplies to present to David as a peace offering. She took 200 loaves of bread, 2 skins of wine, 5 dressed sheep, 5 seahs of roasted grain, 100 cakes of raisins, 200 cakes of pressed figs. These items were loaded onto donkeys, and she set out to meet David, demonstrating her resourcefulness and generosity. Abigail chose to approach David without informing her husband. Her decision to meet David personally showed her courage and willingness to face danger head-on. As she approached David, she saw him coming toward her with his men, armed and prepared for battle. Abigail quickly dismounted and bowed down before David, an act of humility and respect. Abigail's speech to David is a masterclass in diplomacy, wisdom, and humility. She took responsibility for the incident, even though it was her husband's fault, saying, "Pardon your servant, my lord, and let me speak to you. Hear what your servant has to say. Please pay no attention, my lord, to that wicked man Nabal. He is just like his name. His name means fool, and folly goes with him." She acknowledged David's future as the ruler of Israel, reminding him of his divine destiny and encouraging him not to burden his conscience with unnecessary bloodshed. Abigail also subtly reminded David that God would take care of his enemies, thus preventing him from taking vengeance into his own hands. David expresses profound gratitude to Abigail for her wisdom and intervention. He explicitly states that he will not attack Nabal or his household. David commits to restraining his men, highlighting his ability to change course and his willingness to listen to wise counsel. This commitment demonstrates David's capacity for mercy and self-control. It also shows his respect for Abigail's bravery and wisdom. David reflects on how close he came to committing a grievous act out of anger. He recognizes that without Abigail's intervention, he would have brought unnecessary bloodshed upon himself and others. This reflection indicates David's ability to introspect and learn from situations. It shows his understanding of the serious consequences of his potential actions and his relief at having been prevented from making such a mistake. Hearing of Nabal's death, David recognizes the opportunity to secure Abigail as his wife. He sees her wisdom, courage, and loyalty, which are valuable qualities. David sends his servants to Carmel to bring his proposal to Abigail. Abigail responds positively to David's proposal. Her response is marked by humility and readiness to serve. Abigail's swift acceptance indicates her recognition of David's future and her willingness to align herself with him. She understands the benefits of being allied with David, who is destined for greatness. Abigail marries David, becoming one of his wives. This marriage brings several benefits to David's life. Marrying Abigail strengthens David's position socially and politically. Abigail, being the widow of a wealthy and influential man, brings resources and a network that can support David. By marrying Abigail, David acknowledges and rewards her wisdom, courage, and effective peacemaking. This union also signifies David's appreciation of strong, intelligent, and resourceful individuals. The marriage aligns with the unfolding divine plan, wherein David is being prepared and positioned for his future role as king. Abigail's presence provides David with wise counsel and support during his ascent to the throne.
If you find these videos helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more motivational videos. Your support means a lot to us.